Welcome to The John Show with your host, John Doogie Clouser.
All right. What's going on, everyone? How are you? We are here on a new episode of the Juan Solo Show with your host, me, Juan D. Clouser, or John D. Clouser, whichever one you prefer. It doesn't matter. This is episode 212. Welcome. I know it's such a shit show, and then my dog's wrapped up in my cords. Okay, I forgot to put on a light. It's a light that none of y'all see. Only I can really see it, but it really does help with setting the mood for me. Like, my dog she is in such a mood right now. She doesn't understand that. Like, I'm like, hey Lola, like, how about I get this podcast done and get this done early and over with, and then we can move on. And I can then go and take you on I can't say it because she's in the room, a WALK. And then, we can, have the rest of the day just to mess around because it's Sunday fun day. And she's like, we've been up for like maybe like an hour. Yeah, maybe like an hour and a half. And she doesn't understand that, like, you normally we're playing at this time. We're never just sitting around doing nothing. And she's like, you want me to sit around and do nothing for the next 30 minutes? Not a chance in hell. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Doing swell. Doing fabulous. Yeah, it's what is it? It is Sunday. Was it Sunday? The 17th of March of the year 2024, but good Lord. I've never understood that. And like, I get it, but I'm also, guys, I took too many bong rips right before this podcast, and I am locked and loaded. I am locked and loaded. Do you want to leave, Lola? Do you want to leave? No? It's a lot of that going on. It's funny. I saw a meme this week, and it said, like, dog owners, really what it consists of is 90% of one or the other following the other person, or wondering what is the other one eating. No, it's just, things like that. Oh God, I probably should have waited to do this. I'm started just my second cup of coffee. Like, it's like, I haven't fully woken up. It is crazy though. Like, I can down a whole pot of coffee, full pot of coffee, in like four cups, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm ready for more, baby. That's the thing, is like, I get ramped, but I never get like overly ramped. Like, I know if I drink more than a pot of coffee, which is crazy to say, if I drink more than a pot of coffee, then I'm probably going to be really ramped and amped up. It's like, well, no shit. Most people would be amped up after 2 cups, you dick. You're over here drinking 4 or 5. It's just, part of life. Just what I'm doing. Just what I do. It's just how we do it here. Let's see here. What's new with me? Nothing really in particular. Got a rejection letter. That's always good. Nothing's better than spending, nights and hours and just time editing, writing a story, just to have them be like, no, not good enough. It's so funny. Like, that stuff it doesn't really bother me. It doesn't, like, yeah, does it suck to not, I guess, win? I mean, yeah, who doesn't want to not win? But what I take from it is that it's like, well, you should just be, you should be happy that you wrote something. Like, you did something that forced you. I guess it didn't force me, but like, it allowed you to sit down and really, hone in on something, because that's the thing. Like, even when I do this, it's a lot of like, okay, I set the lights up, I turn the cameras on, I turn my laptop. I I feel so awesome. I feel so lucky. Like, can I brag about something real quick? So I have two Mac desktops, right? So I have this big art, those big white art tables that they have, like, art students have, like, or like, what do they call them? Are they architects? They have that table with is it called a T square? I think it's called a T square, which never made sense to me, because it's like, it's not even it's a T, but there's no, I don't know where you get the square from. Maybe because it's two, it's like one and then two. I don't know. We should look that up. A T square. One. Am I doing the thing right? T square. Yeah, I was right. A T square. Why is it called a T square? T A set square is the one that is like, it's almost like an offset of a triangle, or is that a triangle or a hectagon? No, hectagon is like, has multiple sides, you dipshit. Why is it called? It's a resemblance of a T. A drywall T square is a T square designed to cut drywall or other. Oh, okay. Or plasterboard. A drywall T square is usually larger than a regular T square because the material worked with the larger than draft paper. A T square of either type has two parts. See, this is what I mean. This is what you get a dog, and then, like, you're trying to do stuff, and like, oh, you need to go. You want to go? You want to leave? No. Okay, all right. So, like, so yeah, I have one of those big desks that you have, those big white desks, and I have two. And it's so funny. Like, what I'm about to brag about, I didn't even use when I had the opportunity to use it. What's so cool is that I have two Mac desktops, right? Which is awesome. It's like so crazy. Like, most people would love to have one. I feel like such an asshole sometimes, because I have two Mac desktops. I have two Mac laptops. I have a tablet, and then I have my Xbox. And I love all of them. I love every single one of them. But it's so funny. Like, this is my life. This is what I have. And I'm so lucky to have the ability to have all these things. And I feel like such an asshole, because it's like, oh my God, like, you got to be able to use, got to use them all, because if you don't use them, then, like, you're just wasting time. You're just wasting everything. You're just wasting, like, you had this great opportunity, because you're blessed to get a second chance on life. I also hate putting it like that, because it's like, it's really not that. I don't know, maybe because I've lived it, and to me, it's like, whatever at this point. But the whole being adopted, coming from a third world country, but, like, it's so awesome that I have the ability to have all these things. It's so crazy that I have, like, this nice microphone, and I can talk into it and have time to do this on a weekly basis. It's just, I don't know, I feel really lucky. Her damn ears. Does anyone else's? You spend most of your life just, like, flipping your dog's ears, the right way again. It's like, I feel like that's all I'm doing with my dog. It's like, oh, your ear is inside out again. Okay. You flip it, 10 minutes later, okay, your ear's out. Okay, I'm going to flip it again. All right. It's like, what would you do out in the wild? She's just sitting here, and she's just staring at me. She's like, you are such an asshole for doing this right now. Like, do you understand that we had things that we could be doing right now? See, she's so dramatic. Come here. You want to come here? It's so funny because like she tries to like jump up to let me pick her up, but then like she ends up just getting like I'm like, babe, you're doing it wrong. Hi, how are you? Yeah, she does not like this, but yeah, say hi. Okay. I hate like it's so funny like I know she's so small, but I hate picking her up or putting her down by just like her like chest rib cage things. Like I feel like I hurt her. Even though like as soon as she gets down, she just starts wagging her tail. It's just like this. It's so funny how much I project. You know, when you get abandoned, like when you get animals and you get like things that you really care about, you project. It's so funny. I do it with everything, and that like it's like well you got to take care of it. You got to be very like you got to coddle it because if you don't, then it's gonna break or it's gonna get hurt. It's like she's a dog, she's a fucking dog. Even though she's 12 pounds, she's still a dog, right? You're still a doggy. So it's like you can't do that because then she's also a living creature and she doesn't know better, and she's gonna start taking advantage of situations because she's like, well, this is what I have. This is the opportunities I got. You want to go out? I don't. It's so funny because oh nope, and she's gonna open that door and she's gonna come right back in. I'm like, I don't know what you want. And she looked at me like, why did you shut the door? It's like she's like, all right, well, I'll just leave then. You know what she's gonna do? She's gonna go in the other room. So like it's like my office, and you walk out. There's a hallway, and on the other side of the hallway is another room, and just has a bed. And what she loves doing is she loves like it's made. It's all made. And what she loves doing is she loves jumping on it and like scratching the whole thing up and making a big tornado nest and then sleeping in it. I can't tell you the amount of times that has happened. But yeah, like I told you, like yeah, like I project a lot of things. Like even like this outfit today, like I. Come on, if you want to come in. So it's so funny. Like I buy everything I've ever gotten. Like I would say 90% of my stuff is she's just being silly. Is like I buy clearance. I'm like I'll just buy like when it's summertime. I'll buy winter clothes for next winter, and when it's wintertime, I'll buy summer clothes for the next summer. Like that's how my mind works because I'll just buy it cheaper, and you just get cheaper stuff. You get nice stuff, but it's at the cheaper price. It's in my opinion, the price in which clothes are actually supposed to be paid. Like that's what you should be paying. You should for a T-shirt, you should be paying like $5, $6, $7. But the reason because that's how much it costs them like $4 to make. Actually, let's see this. How much does it cost Nike to make a let's do t-shirt and then we'll do a sweatshirt. A t-shirt. The true cost of Nike. Between $2 and $5.50. So okay. And then how much for a Nike sweatshirt? WordPress. Was that cute? All right, so like we'll just say like between $2 and $5, right? So then, and she's finally chilling the fuck out. So then yeah, and then you pay $6, $7, $8. Like maybe $10 for a t-shirt, which is what you should pay for a shirt, because that's how my mindset works. Well, anyway, so even when I buy that, I buy stuff on clearance. So like this was originally like a $90 like running jacket, right? Or pullover, three quarter pullover. I got it for $6, like, and so. And the funny thing, so I'm like, yeah, I got it for super cheap, and so then, but my mindset is like, well, you I got it, sweet, awesome, and then my old mindset would be, or the old mindset I'm trying to get out of, is that then you just have it and you don't ever use it. You have it in your mind. You're like, well, I bought it and I know I have one, but I don't, doesn't mean doesn't mean I need to use it, because if I use it, then I have to wash it. Then if I wash it, then it's like one less time that I'd be able to wear it, because it's going to get worn out, just because the wear and tear of being a shirt. It's so funny. It's like my mind just like ravels down this rabbit hole, instead of thinking, it's like, no, John, you worked really hard to get that, and guess what, you worked semi hard to find stuff on clearance and buy nice stuff on clearance. So what's not to say that you would just not buy another one on clearance? Why would you just not just get another one? Because you worked really hard to get that one, and guess what? Maybe it's such good quality of something, like you bought one really cheap, and guess what? The next one you don't mind spending, $80-$90, because you're like, wow, that's so awesome, because you're like, okay, well, I got a lot of wear and usage out of it, out of the version that was only like $10. Well, if I spend $90, think about all like how much I'm getting my bang for my buck, and all evens out, and you're like, okay, and it's like, oh yeah. And another thing, which is so silly that I just realized, not just now but in general, is that you should spend more money on socks, because we all wear shoes. The fact that you should never buy cheap socks ever. Grant, it just blew my mind that I just figured this out. This is a third world mindset problem. You think you're just like, well, a sock is a sock. It's like, no. Go ahead. I want you, the next paycheck, take $40, take that out, spend that only on like super expensive socks, even if you only buy just, end up only getting like a six pack. Try that. I swear to you, life is so much different when you have very nice socks. A small little thing. It's like when a man starts putting moisturizer on his face, life changing. It changes everything. It changes it all. But people are like, wow, like you look so glowing. You look so great. Like, yeah, I'm just putting lotion on my face. That's all I'm doing. It's not hard. It's not hard, y'all. These are life. These are the life skills I try to help teach you on this podcast. See, and then this is where I should have started this podcast. I should have started the podcast now, because I'm awake now, and she is. What are you doing? What are you doing, Lola? She's such a turd. But yeah, I do that. So it's like, now I have to have that mindset. It's like, no, John, now you have all these nice clothes. Wear them. Like, show off that you have nice stuff. Like, why would you not? Like, that's why other people buy them. People buy stuff so then they can wear it, and then like people will look at what they have on and then be like, oh, then they put them into a status column, which is so funny that we do that, because there's the only reason why you should ever do that is like, military and like someone who is a chef. You would want to see him wear a chef jacket in the kitchen. You don't want to see him wear one outside of the kitchen. It's just weird. It's actually, it's shockingly gross to see one. To like, ugh, like you're just walking around the world. You're just going and buying, chips, and you're going and getting gas, and you're still wearing that goddamn jacket. Then you're gonna go go saute me some fucking ketchup. Like, what the fuck? Like, why? Why are we doing, like, it's fucking gross, you weirdo. Like, just take it off. Change. That's another thing, too, is like, as people in the culinary world, Why would you not want to bring a separate pair of clothes? Like, you work around food. Why would you're going to smell like food. You're going to be all sweaty. Like, why would you want to drive home in that? Like, why would you not want to go to the bathroom, change, put a pair of shorts on, a new t-shirt, some new socks, and a hat, and you're good to go. And you don't have to smell. You don't have to smell like a set of tacos. It's a great way of living. It's so funny because, like, my job, I do that. I come in, I work, and then after I'm off, I change. Because I like also having that mental mindset of knowing that I'm like, okay, that part of the day is done. Now I'm going to move on and do something else, and I'm going to have fun. Fuck off. Bye. Why would you not? I don't know. I'm also very weird in that sense because I think about those little things. I overthink I overthink the clothes I should wear, but then I want to always change clothes, but they're work clothes. So work clothes don't count as clothes. Those are stuff. Work clothes are just like, it's a garment, and it's a thing. It's a tool that helps me get a job done. That's how I look at it. Weird stuff. But I got these pants. I think they're supposed to be jogging pants, and I think I normally can wear a medium. I'm not that, but I think I'm starting to. My legs are starting to get bigger, so now it eats up more. My thighs eat up more, so they come up more, and so they're slightly like, they're almost like capri-esque. But it's so funny because, like, growing up, I remember going to Europe and seeing guys wear capri pants and be like, well, that is some of the most fruitiest stuff. And now, most of the style is like slim fit, like that slim fit, like tight around the ankle, and it's almost capri-esque. It's like, if it's almost wanting to be capri without being a capri. And I'm like, yeah, this is an awesome way of looking. Oh, I love how I look. I look so nice. And I'm like, John, you're such a goddamn hypocrite. You fucking turd. Like, you just 20 years ago, you're making fun of all these dudes. And they were also, back then, the men were wearing, you know how a lot of people now take their fanny packs and they like sling it over their shoulder, and it's like, oh my god. It's the same thing that was going on back then too, because I remember going to Europe, and y'all hear that? That's my dog. We can play like, it's just like, this is the most unprofessional podcast. It's like, that'd be so funny. It's like, this is the episode that's like, oh yeah, people are like, I'm finally gonna listen to them, and they listen to like, oh, this is awful. No wonder I don't want to listen to this. But yeah, it's a good time, fun time. What else do I have? I'm wearing my Pittsburgh hat because, man, Steelers are doing some stuff. Like, I think also too, again, like I told you, I project on things, and I project things out. So, like, I like Rams, Chiefs, Steelers. Those are my three teams, right? So I cry for the Chiefs, love the Rams, and then I'm just a fan of the Steelers. I just like the history and all that stuff, and I just went to their stadium this past season for the season opener, and it's just awesome. Just fun stuff. I know. We can play in a bit. She's doing her bear, thing because she wants to play. Okay, bear. She is a little bear. She looks like a little teddy bear. It's hilarious. She looks adorable. When she was a puppy, she looked just like a little bear. And I used to call her Torpina, like a little torpedo, because I would have her sit by the door, and I'd go down the hallway, and I'd like stay, and then I'd like, all right, come here, and she would just run, and then she'd just jump right into me. It was one of those cutest things in the world, and it's funny because she was only like 6 pounds at the time. You and your damn ears. You and your ears. You and your ears, Lola, your ears. She's such a good dog. I love the shit out of her. I really do. Something I hope you guys get out of this. I hope y'all. I hope all y'all can get something or have a connection to something that you just absolutely love so much outside of yourself. Because there's no I don't know how it is with cats, because I just don't feel like they love you back. But with dogs, every time you enter the room, they love you. They're so excited. They just want to be around you. They just want to be with you. They just want to be your best friend. And the only thing they want to do is go on a WALKs, get scratches. You feed them. That's basically it. They just want you to be their bud. And the connection you can get with that animal, and things you'll never speak to them. They'll never speak back to you. They'll never talk to you. You'll never really technically know what they're thinking. You can guess, for they can have a really good strong assumption, but it's just you just get this connection, and they just you, and you guys just gel. It's hilarious. It's fun. It's one of the greatest things, because even when we walk, her and I are starting to get better. She just kind of I'll start moving right or left, and she'll start going with me, and it's great. I recommend it. I hope y'all get an animal, a dog, something that you can have that love and that thinking outside thyself of. She's so silly. She has this tiger, which is surprising. It's one of her first toys that she still surprisingly has not destroyed. She's gotten the ears, but that's about it. The body of it, she hasn't destroyed it yet. Oh man, let me see here. How much time do I have left? I have minute 40? Yeah, this podcast was weird. But yeah, so Steelers doing a bunch of crazy stuff. They have Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. It's hilarious. God knows what they're going to do. So it's Justin Fields is going to back up Russell Wilson, which is hilarious. And the Bears waited way too long to get rid of Justin Fields, so they got absolutely nothing for him. Fucking morons. It's just an organization that cannot get out of their own goddamn way. It's hilarious. See, okay, and I'm done with. Look at her. Can you guys hear her? She's just jumping on me. That's all she wants to do. She just wants to play, and so yeah. So, what is it? I got less than a minute left, about 45 seconds. If you've gotten this far, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Ow. Okay. Sit. Go. Lay down. You're getting too wild, baby. Lay down. Lay down. she nipped me. She's just playing. She's just playing too hard because she wants to play. Yeah, if you got this far, comment, and subscribe. See, you also have to be disciplined. You have to discipline them. I hate it because I feel so bad, but it's good for her. It's because she has structure. Then she has structure. She's a dog. Dogs want structure. They want to know they're inside of this square, this circle, this ball. Anyway, that's the podcast. I'll talk to you guys on the next episode. All right.